All right, so we learned some properties of addition and properties of multiplication. Right here we have what's called the commutative property. See how it doesn't matter. 2 times 3 or 3 times 2, the answer is going to be the same thing. You know how my dance move with my hands that go back and forth? The numbers are still the same, okay? Then we have what's called the associative property, okay? Which means it doesn't matter how I group my numbers. Remember, the parentheses mean you have to do what's inside that first. So 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 4, well, that's 24. Well, if I come over to this one where my parentheses are around 3 times 4, 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 12 is still 24. Okay, so we have the commutative property, and we have the associative property. Well, we're going to learn a new property of addition today. Or sorry, multiplication today. It's called the distributive property. The distributive property. Okay. Now, has anyone here ever heard of somebody distributing something? Like, I'm going to distribute the letters. Yeah. And what does it mean about? Like, what does it usually mean, right?
Like, show an example or something.
Or like, what does distribute mean?
I forgot.
Ben?
Like, put everything like equal amount?
Not quite. I'm thinking of not even numbers, but let's say I have a bunch of lunch menus for next month, right? When I'm giving them out to everybody, I'm distributing them, okay? When people brought in their candy money on time, the PTC distributed the bears. They gave them out to people. So distributive property means we're going to give out things. Like, what do you mean? Well, if I have 3 times, or 4 plus 7, the distributive property says that if there's nothing in between here, this is basically a multiplication sign, okay? So the distributive property says I can go 3 times 4 and 3 times 7. Why would you want to do that? Trust me, it works. Yes. This is a multiplication. This is plus right here. This is supposed to be plus. 3 times 4 plus 7. So 3 times 4 equals 12, right? What does 3 times 7 equal? 3 times 7.
21.
Equals 21. And I'm going to bring my addition sign down here. Okay? So what I'm doing is if I have numbers inside the parentheses that I'm adding, the distributive property multiplication says I have to multiply this 3 by the first number and the second number. So I have 21, or 21 plus 12. What's 21 plus 12 equal?
24?
Not quite 24.
33?
Yeah, 33. Okay? Now,
I know another way you can do it. You can add up 7 and
you can
4
add up those
times.
first. Now, but I want to show you how we're going to use, we're basically using the distributive property when we do those multiplication problems where it's 2 digit times 1 digit. Okay, watch. $35 times 4. Okay. What's 35 in expanded form? What's 35 in expanded form? What is it?
30 plus
30 plus 5. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you think that might be something different. Everyone has a thumbs up. Good job. Now, look. I'm multiplying this by what? What am I multiplying this by? Ben?
4.
4. So I'm going to put my 4 out here. 4 times 30 plus 5. Okay? Remember, distributive property. I multiply it by this one, and I multiply it by this one. What's 4 times 30? Marcus?
120.
It is 120. That's exactly right.
It's like.
And what is 4 times 5?
20.
It is 20. That's right. Now I'm going to add these up. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 120 plus 20. And my answer, 0, 0, 0. 2 times 2 is 4. 140. Okay, now, watch. You've probably learned another way how to do this, right? Now, I'm going to show you how the way you learn to do it is just the distributive property. Now, do I want you to write every problem out when you do these like this? No. But I want you to know that the reason we do it that way is because of this distributive property. Watch. So what I'm first going to do, I'm going to multiply 4 times 5. Wait, didn't I multiply 4 times 5 already? I did. And what do I get? What's 4 times 5? What's 4 times 5 equal?
20.
20. Okay, so I'll put my 2 down here, or my 0 down here, and my 2 up here. Look, 20. Don't I have 20 right here? I do, don't I? Okay. Now, what's 4 times 3? What's 4 times 3? What's 4 times 3?
12.
12. But guess what? You're gonna think I'm forgetting a step. I'm not. I'm just going to show you how it is the distributive property. So don't raise your hand and say, Mr. Lambert, you made a mistake on that one. 4 times 3 is 12. Wait. Isn't that 120? Isn't that 120? I have a 2 right here. A 2 in what place? What place is it in? Martha? How much is 2 tens? How much is 2 tens? Haley? 20. This is basically 20 up here, isn't it? Because we just have a 0 just holding its place. Wait. 120. 20. Now, what do I need to do to this 2 up here? Because I didn't finish it all the way. What do I need to do?
You need to add it to.
Yeah, I need to add this down. I'm just going to bring it down here. So I got to add my 20. Oh my goodness, they're the same. And look, 0, 4, 1. Math is true. Math is true. You may have called this butterfly multiplication. Did you guys butterfly? I used to call it the broken windshield wiper because it would go this way and then stop and never came back. Just start from here and start from over here and went woo. Okay, and never came back. But as you see how it is basically the distributive property. That's all it is. Makes it really easy, doesn't it? Now, I want you then to do numbers 3 through 11.